Okay, this video is about Arthur Abraham versus Robert Stieglitz for the WBO Super Middleweight Championship of the World. Stieglitz is a champion, Abraham is challenging, having come out in the Super 6 tournament, and recently challenging Carl Froch for the world title and being completely outboxed by Carl Froch, who a lot of people thought Abraham was going to win against. Now, this fight against Stieglitz. Now, I'll be honest with you, right? I haven't seen enough of Stieglitz, but from what I've seen of him and his record, the 2 defeats he's had, he has been knocked out. And the fights I've seen Stieglitz in, Abraham, for me, the way he fights, and he's always covering himself up all the time. But when he does unload, I'd say he's fairly accurate with his punches, and he's a heavy-handed type of guy. Now, for me, Stieglitz has good hands. He's got decent footwork, seems to tie late in fights, and he seems to have a concentration problem in terms that he tends to switch off in the late rounds of fights, from what I've seen. The other thing is, I've seen that in the fights he has when he's trading, he seems to leave his chin in positions which is he's available to be hit, and the fact that he's been knocked out before means it can be knocked out again, and people are saying this is a 50-50 fight. Well, I think this fight really is about what Stieglitz does rather than what Abraham doesn't do. Abraham, we know, he does carry a big punch. He, you know, I wouldn't say he's got a great work rate, but what I will say is, for this fight, if Stieglitz switches off at any point in time in this fight, Abraham's can finish the fight. And I said, I haven't seen much of Stieglitz. He's okay, but the fact at one point they were looking to put George Groves in the ring with him, I think they fancy Groves to knock Stieglitz out. And if they're fancying Groves to knock Stieglitz out, I'm going to fancy Abraham to knock Stieglitz out, to be honest. Middle to late rounds. I'd say around 8 to 9 rounds, I think that Abraham's going to catch Stieglitz and he's going to stop him. Because I think somewhere along the line, they're going to trade. Stieglitz is going to keep away from the box. He's going to move from the game plan, which would be to box, to give Abraham angles, and Abraham will land. I mean, Abraham's landed on everyone he's fought. He's landed on Ward, he's landed on Froch. I think he'll land on Stieglitz. Difference between Froch, Ward, Durrell, and Stieglitz. Stieglitz should be knocked out twice. I use that as an example, and I think that while those guys are fairly elusive, Stieglitz does come at you, and he does leave his chin in the air. And Froch had the sense when he boxed him to box him and try and keep at distance. I think Stieglitz is going to come and have a fight, to be honest, at some point. And the minute he does that, Abraham clocks him and it's good night. I actually don't see it as a 50-50 fight. And I actually think the experience Abraham's had going into the Super 6 and going through the Super 6, you would think he would have learned. Stieglitz has never fought, as far as I'm concerned, the sort of opponents that Abraham has fought. So I'm banking on experience. The fact that Abraham has a very good chin, he's got a good defense, and I can see Stieglitz getting knocked out at some point. He may outbox Abraham over 12 rounds, but you would have thought Abraham would have learnt from previous fights where he's been outboxed by Ward and outboxed by Froch, and was getting outboxed by Durrell. You would think at some point he's going to catch the Stieglitz, who I don't think is as good as any of those 2 guys. So for me, I don't think it's a 50-50 fight. I actually think at some point Abraham catches Stieglitz and knocks him out. So 8-9 rounds. That's my prediction for the fight. Let me know your comments, your thoughts and views of the fight. Add, subscribe, leave your comments. Thanks a lot, guys. I'm out.